Now, I would never lie to you guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is my favorite top 11 player in the league, and it's not even close. As lame as it sounds, I've been a huge Giannis fan ever since he had an amazing silver card in NBA 2K16 My Team. That's just how I am. And obviously, I fell in love with his actual game. But today, Dom2K put out a tweet, and the tweet states, "Given the state of the teams this year, if Giannis manages to repeat, he is surpassing blank." And to that, Legend of Winning quote tweeted that saying Kevin Durant. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the main idea of this video. This cannot be true, and it's not even really close. Now, Giannis Antetokounmpo just had an amazing championship run where he pretty much dominated every single series he was in and easily deserved the finals MVP. But there's no way that you're telling me that after 2 championships and only like 8 seasons in the NBA, Giannis can surpass Kevin Durant. There are so many ways that I can branch out of this argument, and the first one being that Giannis just last year was being called a playoff choker every single year. His stats might look decently impressive for the playoffs, but trust me, the stats don't even tell the truth if we're being honest. In the 2020 NBA playoffs, in the second round, the Bucks played the Miami Heat, in which the Bucks lost in 5 games. Now, Giannis was hurt in the 5th game, but in the 3 games that Giannis lost, he averaged 19 points per game on less than 50% from the field, which isn't terrible, but when you're being compared to Kevin Durant and Steph Curry's career all time, that's incredibly bad. Also keep in mind that this Miami Heat team is a 5 seed and Giannis and the Bucks were a 1 seed with Giannis just coming off of an MVP. Then in 2019 when the Bucks played the Raptors, the Bucks actually had a 2-0 lead and then blew it as Giannis for the series averaged 22.7 points per game, less than 45% from the field. Now, was anyone else from the series a big help? No, but Giannis should be the leader and should be playing at an exceptional level. So these are 2 years in a row where Giannis and the Bucks lost, and it was partially Giannis's fault for sure. Kevin Durant has played over 150 playoff games, and I don't recall a single time where he had as bad of a series as Giannis did during the Raptors and the Heat. The worst KD playoff series that I can recall is when he played the 2016 Warriors, had the 3-1 lead and blew it, and even though, he played pretty bad, he still averaged 30 points per game, and he was playing a team that was 73-9 during the regular season, so you can't blame him as much as Giannis playing a 5th seed Miami Heat and the Toronto Raptors, who, that was a very good team, but it does not compare to the 73-9 Warriors. And here's another thing I wanted to point out. Kevin Durant's rings, they count, okay? He played on a super team, whatever, the rings still count. Giannis Antetokounmpo, his rings still count. Even though he played, an incredibly injured Brooklyn Nets, a semi-injured Atlanta Hawks, his ring still counts. I understand that some rings hold more weight than other rings, but you can't say, oh, because Kevin Durant had to win with a super team and the Bucks didn't have a super team, Giannis's rings matter more, which makes him the better player overall. I don't think that makes any sense. In fact, what's crazy about KD versus Giannis is there are a lot of people, including me, that are saying that Kevin Durant outplayed Giannis in the Nets versus Bucks series, and that Kevin Durant's still the best player in the world. Now listen, this is just my opinion, but this year, Kevin Durant has been better than Giannis, right? Last year, Kevin Durant was hurt the whole season. I'll give that to Giannis. 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016, 2015, 2014, 2013. It was no debate that Kevin Durant was a better player than Giannis Antetokounmpo. I don't want people, just because he won MVPs does not mean he was the better player. Everyone made that perfectly clear because I was a Giannis fan. Trust me, I know about these narratives. So let's not switch it up now. The only thing holding me back from ever, putting Giannis as a top 15, top, 20, top 25 player of all time. And one thing is, yes, longevity. That is actually a huge factor. But also it's the fact that people, until this season, no one actually had Giannis really in the top 5. Even though he won MVP 2 years straight, people were like, I know, but he's a playoff joker. So we're going to put him top 6 or 7, which is fine. But how could he be this good and this high up already? Even if, not already, but if he wins another championship next year, is what was said. I still know he can't even be top 15 yet because everyone had him 5th or 6th in the league under, Anthony Davis, under LeBron, under Kevin Durant, under James Harden, and under a bunch of players. How can that be a top 15 all-time player? And I understand, Giannis does have a defensive player of the year. Kevin Durant, I don't think he's ever even made a defensive team. I understand that, Giannis has an offensive award in MVP and a defensive award in defensive player of the year. I understand, both ways of the ball. If you like that, that's cool. But to use that Giannis has one more MVP, I just don't think that's a good argument at all, especially because Kevin Durant had to compete with things such as Steph Curry's 2016 season. And also MVP is selected by the media. These media given awards, they're cool and all, but I'd rather just compare actual players' abilities and statistics, versus all NBA and MVPs and all of that. And let me repeat this. I do not think that Giannis can't surpass Kevin Durant. if Giannis has a dominant next 4 or 5 years, wins MVP like 2 or 3 more times, just has maybe another defensive player of the year, maybe 2 more rings and finals MVPs, then maybe he can. But until KD has retired and Giannis can catch up to him in seasons played, I just don't think that's possible. Also, I think that the first 2 to 3 years of Giannis's career really hurts him because a lot of the greats, they started really great. LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kevin Durant started like scoring 20 points per game in their rookie year. Giannis averaged like 6 in his rookie year and then like 12 in his sophomore year. So that really hurts him. So I think Giannis still can pass KD, but he's going to need a lot. Anyways, that's going to be the video. If you guys liked it, please hit the like button and please subscribe. It would really help. It motivates me to actually make videos. When videos do bad, like I should still, keep pushing, but for some reason I don't. So if you guys could really help me out, that'd be amazing because I'd love, and especially, I'm making more like actual interactive content, like, NBA debates and stuff, and just more fun content. So yeah, comment and peace.